Hey, feeling good, like I should. When in dark, I walk around the neighborhood. Feeling blessed, never stressed. Got that sunshine on.
Hey guys, and welcome to the first installment of a continuous series with Get Wines Direct, where we look at a lot of the wines we have on showcase in obviously our online store, but mainly just here to get an experience with some of the wines you may not have tried yet. So as you can see, we do have two reds already poured. Currently they are airing a bit just to make sure that they settle down and soften before we do try them. So over here on the left hand side, you will see Monolith. So the Monolith is a classic heavy styled Barossa Shiraz. So we really need to give that time to breathe. On the right hand side, we have, or left for you, we have the Old Mundalla Vineyards. So they are found in the Limestone Coast region. It's more of a subtle Shiraz, still with a bit of a punch, but maybe not as much pepper as you would normally find in the Barossa, but we'll get back to those shortly. So we actually are doing 4 wines today, and the first one I want to talk about is the Niche. So the Niche, as you can see, is a staple for Get Wines Direct. It's loved by so many of our customers, and this is their most recent vintage, the 2020. So it is made in South Australia. So a lot of people may be asking, oh, but normally I hear Sauvignon Blanc coming from, the Marlborough region, New Zealand. Well, we do also have some really good Sauvignon Blancs in Australia. So focusing on the Niche, bear with me. Actually smells really good. So you can smell here, we do have a lot of green apple. So you're going to find still a lot of tropical fruits coming through here. You're going to find a little bit, a little bit less grassy and without the heavier hints of passion fruit as you would find in a New Zealand Sauvignon Blanc. It does taste good too. So obviously you will want to make sure that you do put it in the fridge beforehand, but you don't want to have it too cold. So if we can keep it around that 8 degree, that's perfect. Easy to drink, pull it out. A lot of people love to mix Sauvignon Blanc with seafood because it matches perfectly. The acidic balance, it makes for a great meal with friends. So the next wine bottle we have is the Two Italian Boys. Quite a cheeky label, as you can see by picking them up possibly tonight. So this is their 2018 Pinot Grigio. We won't fully go into the difference between Pinot Grigio and Pinot Gris today, but that will be a future video. So if you are interested, make sure to let us know in the comments. So jumping onto this, Pinot Grigio is brilliant. It's generally made at a lower altitude, really allowing in a warmer temperature for the grapes to really nurture. So you are going to find it's more a slightly more full-bodied experience than its French Pinot Gris counterpart. So let's just pour this and have a quick smell. So quite distinctive smell straight off the bat. So we can smell a little bit of pear, a little bit of blossom, and also a slight sweet spice, but it doesn't seem to be overwhelming. This has been one of our customers' favorites for quite a while, as it's a little bit harder to get. It is made in regional Victoria though, but with a limited supply because they really try to keep the quality at a maximum while the quantities are, not so large. But let's give it a swish. It actually surprisingly has a little bit of body. I would class it that medium to light body style, but I think this would pair perfectly, on a summer's or a spring's afternoon, maybe a bit of a late lunch. I would say some angel hair pasta with a light tomato-based sauce, maybe even a bit of seafood. That would be my afternoon with this one. So jumping on to the next two. Now these obviously a stark contrast from the whites we have just tried. So we're going to start with the lighter of the two first, that being the Old Mundalla. So the Old Mundalla are from the Limestone Coast region. You will generally find, as we stated earlier on in the segment, that the Barossa Shiraz is generally quite a heavy and iconic area to South Australia, especially for wine. What the Limestone Coast does brilliantly is it connects much with its roots, much like the Coonawarra, where it has a slightly earthier undertones to it. Not as much pepper, but it is balanced very well. So on the nose, you can tell quite quickly that this actually has been oaked. So this has been in American hogshead barrels. It's been for 7 months, so it's not an extremely powerful Shiraz, but it really will have that quality, the defining features. Smelling here is also hints of black cherry and plum, so it is quite a fruit-driven Shiraz. Now on the back palate, you can really taste that. There's maybe a little bit of a lack of spice, but that's not really what the Limestone Coast region is known for. So a brilliant wine, once again, one of our clients' most favorite wines, very popular. So we'll just pop that down and we're gonna move into something that I'm a little excited for to try today, and that's the Monolith Vintners. So this is by far one of our best selling reds. Now this is more of a premium label. As you can see, it does have the wax topped finish to it. Beautiful, gorgeous bottle, and they do have limited numbers on this wine. They don't make many of them, so it's a brilliant little collector's edition too. But coming in with the Monolith, they've been around for quite a while now, really creating those heavy, deep flavored Shiraz. Now, you may not be able to see it right now, but in comparison to the two, it does have quite that deep purple-based color, whereas the old Wandalla Vineyard Shiraz is a little bit lighter. You can see the trimming on the edge. So it's quite powerful. So just off the smell of the nose there, you can really smell that deep plum and that pepper-backed spice, which is very, very iconic of the Barossa Valley. So just giving this a quick try because, you know, if you're going to, I am too. Oh, that is gorgeous. No wonder it's one of our best sellers. That is beautiful. It's still very smooth on the tongue, and we've only probably had this sitting for about half an hour or so. So just think about it, entertaining some guests or just having friends over, and you decide you want to open this. All you need to do is open it just before you start cooking dinner, and then by the end of it, it'll be ready to enjoy. This is also generally a more expensive wine, but we're really lucky that we're able to get this now and then. So definitely come check it out. This is their 2016, but they're also really well known for their Cab Savs. So guys, that concludes this episode of Get Wines Direct. It's just a really quick snippet of what is to come in the future. So if you're like me and you love wine and you might be a bit more interested about finding out more about these wines or just wines in general, feel free. We will have our address in the info box down the bottom, so you can come check us out there. You can also call us if need be, if you want to find out some more info. And if you want to know any more information regarding any varieties that you might be interested in the future, let us know just by commenting down the bottom. You can also share and like this video just to let us know that we're doing the right thing by you. We hope you enjoyed this, and we hope to see you soon.
Hey, feeling good, like I should. When in dark, walk